Today we'll be learning about operating systems. Now first we'll see the definition of an operating system. What is an operating system? Operating system is an interface between a user application and a computer hardware. See, in this diagram you can clearly see that operating system lies between two different things. One is a computer hardware and other one is a user application. The responsibility of operating system is to provide an interface for a user to access this computer hardware. See, what I want to tell you is operating system is an interface, and the responsibility of this interface is to provide interaction between a user and the computer hardware via computer applications. You might have used several operating systems which has played this responsibility. For example, you might have used Windows, Linux, Kali, Ubuntu and many more. See, consider this as a simple C program. In that simple C program, I have just written one printf statement. Whenever this program executes, this printf statement generates a system call. See, what will happen? Whenever this statement executes, this statement will be handed over to an operating system, and the responsibility of this operating system is to associate a corresponding hardware to this statement call. So this will generate a system call, and that system call is for some hardware which this printf statement wants to execute. In the case of printf, the hardware on which we want to display something is a monitor. Fine. Similarly, if your program has a scanf statement, then that scanf statement, by the help of an operating system, will generate a system call, and in that scenario, that system call is for a keyboard from where you might be taking some values. By the definition of system call, you can understand that it is a simple request made by a user program, in this case by this program, in order to get any service done by an operating system. Here in this scenario, the service which we are wanted to do is to get access to the monitor, and by the help of this printf statement, the operating system is generating a system call, and which is printing or displaying your message over the monitor. Let's talk about the next definition of operating system, and by the second definition of operating system, we can say that operating system is a resource allocator. The operating system has the responsibility of allocating resources to a user application. See, actually there are only two types of resources. One is a software resource. This is nothing but a file. For that, we might be learning file system in the later sessions. File system. And the second resource which operating system allocates is hardware. And there are several hardware resources like devices and memories. A device can be a monitor, it can be a mouse, or it can be a keyboard, and many more. Similarly, there are several memories which an operating system can allocate to a user. It can be a primary memory, or a secondary memory, or a translation look-aside buffer. And for managing these memories, we will be learning a concept named as memory management technique. Memory management technique. So what I am saying is there are only two types of resources. First one is a software resource, and you can consider it as a file only, and we'll be learning some file system techniques in the later session. And the second resource is a hardware resource. Hardware resources can be a device or a memory. A device can be a monitor, a mouse, a keyboard, or a joystick, or any other hardware which you might be using. And a memory can be a primary memory, secondary memory, translation look-aside buffer. And for accessing and managing those memories, we might be learning memory management techniques. In that technique, we will be learning contiguous and non-contiguous memory management.